All right. Seeing the hour 5 o'clock have arrived, a call to order this Tuesday, November 25th, 2025, Finance Committee meeting to order. Roll call, Rachel.
Brian Shannon.
Here.
Patrick Singer.
Here.
Mike Smith.
Here. All right, consent agenda. We've got a loaded consent agenda this week. Finance Committee meeting minutes from September 23rd, 2025. Finance Committee meeting minutes from October 9th, 2025. Finance Committee meeting minutes from October 14th, 2025. Finance Committee meeting minutes from October 15th, 2025. And Finance Committee meeting minutes from October 28th, 2025. And now I remember why I feel like I've been living in City Hall the past month. Move approval.
I move to approve.
Moved by Patrick, seconded by Mike. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right. Hearing of citizen comments. No formal committee action will be taken during this meeting, though issues raised may be
Somebody
part of a future agenda.
Allow them in or they just get to come in?
No, it looks like you have to allow them. So if you hover over it, then usually it would,
Checkbox?
yeah, the checkbox.
Okay. So hearing of citizen comments, no formal committee action will be taken during this meeting, although issues raised may become part of a future agenda. Royal Purple's present, but I don't see anybody else. So then considerations, discussions, reports, notice of claim filed by Don Wargowski. Apologize if I butchered the name.
Okay, we received this claim, this past month. And after talking with Brad and doing a little bit of research and giving it to CIVMIC, I didn't go any further after that because according to the state statute, they only had 120 days. So that claim, recommendation is that it's denied.
And this was from an incident in May of 2016.
Correct.
So considerably after the 120 day.
I provided just a little background from Brad's perspective, what he knows happened. And since it's surrounded or was around the time that the city purchased a piece of the land for the I think it was a retention basin or something. I went ahead and pulled the date so that just the kind of recorded the transfer of the deed so that I could get an estimated timeline.
I would move to deny the claim.
And I would second that.
I do have a question, just on kind of the documentation, I assume, reading through Brad's memo, it was, we had acquired the property. There apparently was still some items of, this gentleman's on the property. Was there there was no other documentation of like us telling him, like, hey, get your stuff off or we're going to.
So that's where I kind of stopped at because I had received the notice back from, or the email back from Allison that said this is.
Okay.
But
I'm just wondering what the disposition, because.
He had said that they had sent a couple of notices to them.
Okay.
Or to this gentleman saying that they needed to clean the area up. It never happened, and then when the city purchased the land after so long, they finally just, they cleaned up the city's land. I'm not sure about what happened on the other.
I was just wondering if some of the stuff's still around, like.
Right.
Some storage sheds somewhere, but. No, it's been a while since this.
Okay, roll call.
Patrick Singer,
Aye.
Brian Shannon.
Aye.
Mike Smith.
Aye. Update on notice of claim filed by Elizabeth Smith.
So this was the inflatable pumpkin that was on top of the roof. Of this building. During one of the. They were having a festival or something, so there was cars parked down here, but the wind was high. It took the pumpkin off and landed on her car. She's only asking for the $36.93. I did turn that into CIVMIC and I have a copy of the police report, statement from Kevin, just kind of saying what his understanding of the incident was. And then we just we cut her a check for the 36.
Is there any motion you need from that, or was that just,
It's just an update because it's just, if it is our fault, then we don't want to extend that time period. So we just paid it.
discussion and possible action to recommend employee bonuses for 2025?
Okay, so we've done these for the last 2 years. Updated the totals for employees. I had Jeremiah run all of those figures. And we are still looking at just over $100,000 surplus or trending to be by the end of the year. And that includes the pre-funding that we're looking to do. And still having just over 100,000 in
I
surplus.
move to approve.
Second,
I think this is.
yeah, pay a portion of it and,
And these are the rates that are similar to the past couple years,
Yeah, they're
correct?
the exact same. We haven't changed anything. We haven't changed the bands or, the dollars.
and just on that pre-funding, that was the referendum revenue that came in, and would that be paying back that pre-funding or?
Next year, yes, because we'll end up with a fund balance that
Okay.
essentially that we wanted it to
Okay.
kind of go back in there. So I budgeted as if we were gonna have all of those people the entire time. We know we're not going to. We started early to get some of that, so we'll make some of that up and then we'll still have a surplus.
Roll call.
Patrick Singer,
Aye.
Brian Shannon.
Aye.
Mike Smith.
All right, item number,
This is a recommendation, because this is common council approved the last 2 years, this is gonna be then on our agenda for,
We'll put it on the consent.
Consent.
Yeah,
that was a motion to recommend.
yes, yep.
discussion and possible action for fire department turnout gear funding and purchase timing.
So am I right now, and assuming that they're asking to roll the balance over, is that what they're doing?
Essentially, yeah. He wants to be able to get, because they have additional people starting next year,
Yep.
and if they order kind of like in bulk, then they get a better rate. So rather than ordering a couple now and then the rest in January, he would rather just take that money, wait until January.
I can move to move that or roll over that balance of $10,700, no greater than, for the next year's budget. For the purpose of, the purchase of new gear.
Second.
Or any other discussion or?
The only question I had is, as we move forward, I know in the police department, so their represented units, there's language about, uniform allowance and things like that. I assume once we get to have, a collective bargaining agreement with our fire department union, we'll also have, so there'll be a little bit more predictability in terms of what we would be on the hook for, or?
This is the turnout here, so it's not.
Oh, the turnout, okay, it's not the uniform.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they already do have, they do have
An allowance.
allowance right now, yeah.
But this is like the fire
This is like
fights and
Get
stuff
on the
like
gear,
that,
the
yeah.
big boots and everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that has to be replaced every couple of years, I think.
All right, roll call.
Mike Smith,
Aye.
Brian Shannon.
Aye.
Patrick Smith, or Singer, sorry.
All right, future agenda items, we've got 2 on the docket, procedure for adding new positions and the AI policy review. Anything added for you, Mike?
No,
Anything for you, Patrick?
and maybe this is not the place to bring it, but I know we had the discussion with the Arts Alliance folks. And I know there were some follow-up things, specifically also looking at the Public Arts Committee and potentially leveraging their entity to kind of fulfill that role. So maybe just as an agenda item, we can figure out.
Just want me to put down just the Arts Alliance and just kind of leave it.
Yeah, Arts Alliance follow-up or whatever.
And I know that there's a couple things in the capital budget that are related to that. I know I saw the awning, for example.
But I think the policy related thing was that they had kind of brought up and talked about was the kind of how do they fit in with the Public Arts Committee, and is there some synergy where we could just kind of designate them for that role instead of having a separate body? Because as we know, sometimes getting members of committees is not always
right,
the easiest.
right.
Do you know when you want that, to bring that back?
I think maybe January, but if you just want to put it on the future agenda items, just track it and then because I need to follow with Kim Adams. She had asked some follow-up on that, so I'll get a hold of her and then maybe January, otherwise February. Give it up.
Now, do we still have a meeting in December, correct?
You know what, I just thought about that, but I was like, I didn't put it on the agenda to discuss it, so I don't. Guess
Okay.
What
I
date would it have?
the 23rd,
Yeah,
so I don't know if it's just
if there's no business, hopefully,
Nothing
let the
that
chair
can't-
just.
nothing that cannot wait.
Okay, now, I'm gonna show some ignorance here, which I don't mind doing. The the next city council meeting is the budget presentation, is that correct? Okay,
That's Tuesday,
coming Tuesday, next
a week from today.
today, okay, all right.
And then we have on our agenda to cancel the first meeting in January. And we'll discuss it. Usually, I mean, it's the sixth, so maybe we hold it, but usually it's like the second or
Oh,
the
yeah,
third,
right.
like it's usually an auto cancel, but that's traditionally been a one we've punted on as well. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, we might not have a council meeting then until the second Tuesday in January, so.
All right, move for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And that's 5:11.